Hey guys, so today I'm going to walk you through how to create your first website, and this website is going to be completely free. This website is something that is going to help us associate our Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, all the other details with respect to analytics as well, associate with our website so that we get enough and more data with respect to where the traffic comes from, how the traffic comes, what assets these traffic view while they are coming to our website, and finally when they enter our website and how they exit the website. So to create this, you have to come to this website, which is called profreehost.com. So as simple as just go to your Google search, type profreehost, click on the first thing that you get, and this is where you come down to. You need to register with your email address that you have used while creating your Gmail account, your Google Ads account. You have to use that particular address. Put the address, put in the password, and click create. Of course, because there are some captchas and things involved, they'll ask you to fill in this captcha. Just verify this account and you will be able to start navigating through this, right? So because I already have a registered account, what I'm going to do is just start off with it, right? Just fill in all the captcha wherever it is required. And let's just start. Now, because I've already registered to this is showing me this error that I'm already a participant. So here in this case, what will happen is the next step is that you will get a notification on your email address. Try to see the promotional or the social tabs as well, because sometimes these notifications go there where you have to verify your account, and that's how you get the access to your account. The first link, the minute you enter your Pro Free Host account, is a screen that will look pretty much like this. Give me one real quick second. All right, and because this is something which is completely free to use, there are two things. First, the website is slightly slow because it's free service. A lot of people are using this. Also, this website needs to make revenue in some way or the other, right? And that's why you will keep seeing this pop up with respect to ads. So please ignore this. And here, because I have extended all the three accounts, and that's why I don't get to create a new one. What you need to do is click here and create your first account, right? So that's something that I'm going to do right here. Just give me a real quick sec. And I'll select all the stairs wherever I can see them. All right. Got it. Yes. So now you can see I am in my system. The minute you are registered here, right? Even here, you can see pretty much three of the accounts that are already a part of this. So what I'm going to do is show you another account which you can use. Yes, this is the one that I wanted to show you guys. I will come back to the home. Click on register. I will just log in from here, right? Punch in the details like it is already there, right? So you will come to this particular page. The minute you come here, the first thing that you want to do is now create an account. So let me explain to you what an email address with respect to website looks like. So let's talk with the web with respect to the website first. Now, what is a website? Website is a store which is digital in nature. Basically, it's your store on the internet. So when you create this particular website, it's the function is pretty much how you do and register a brick and mortar store, right? So when I click on create a new account, the first thing it will ask you that if you want to create that you want to enter the name of your website. So here, this is the name of your business. Now, when you are doing this process, in your mind, simultaneously think about opening a physical store. Let's say, for example, tomorrow you want to create a physical store somewhere in your area and start selling something, some product or some services. What is the first thing that you do? You select the name of the store, right? So in this case, let's say, for example, I want to sell something with respect to organic stuff. So I'm just going to put this K9 organic, right? Now, depending upon the availability, etc., it will show you if this is available or not. There are three website server providers who sell servers for free through these profreehost.com. So there is LiveBlog, there is UNAUX, and EZYRO. I would always prefer to go ahead with UNAUX because I believe that's the one which is the best that functions and gives you more details and more features. But right now, if you see, this particular website has been already used by UNAUX. So I'm just going to add just a random number so that I get it available. So here, if you can see, soandso.com is available, right? And you will select the option that says a free domain. So this is basically the first thing, right? To create a name for your website, which is like creating a name or giving a name to your physical store. Now, when you want to open a physical store, what is the next step that you require? You need to register it. You need to register it with the required authorities, get all the licenses with respect to what you are selling, if you are allowed to sell that or not, etc. Right? So the next step is you get your licenses, you get your electricity, you get your water, all the supplies, all the necessary licenses that you require. In digital sense, getting these services is pretty much like getting a server. This is basically a registration, a recognition for your internet store, your digital store with the server, with the internet. So that's what Pro Free Host is providing us. It is giving us all these details. And because it's a digital product, all the pre-registrations have already happened. It happens in a matter of seconds, right? So right now I am getting this website name, this ID registered, right? It will take some time because it's loading. Just give it a time. If you feel it's taking a very long amount of time, just hit refresh a couple of times and post that, it will start working. Here you can see when it says your account, one of three means this is the first of the three that I'm trying to create. If you want to learn more, explore more, create new website, learn and understand the process of actually building a website, you can keep registering beyond three. So keep registering with a new email address, right? So if you can see, I have about 6 or 7 email addresses. I have pretty much 3 websites for all because I keep teaching this on and off. And pretty much because of that, sorry, I already have this, right? So now the second time I hit refresh, this website is something that I have already in place. The minute you do this, the first option that you need to select is manage, right? Now what I have done is I have opened something which is already preloaded so that we don't waste any more time in getting this done. So here in another account, I have preloaded everything so that I just don't waste time in loading these things again and again. So this is a preloaded website that I already have, which talks about canine snacks, which is basically snacks for your canine pets. You hit on the button manage, right? Now you have created a store. You have got your required licenses. The next thing that you do for your store is create an infrastructure for your store. You create shelves, you create tables, you create fixtures, electric fitting, fan, lights, ACs, etc. Right? So when you do this particular thing on the digital terms, it becomes a infrastructure which can be provided by a tool called WordPress. So what we are now going to do is associate my website, my server with a WordPress account, which will allow me to create that particular interior here in the digital sense for my store, right? For that, you need to click on this button that says control panel. Again, of course, it takes some time. It will redirect to the control panel. Control panel is a place where you get all these free tools which you can associate with your website. Now you will see this tab that comes up. This information is about to submit is not secure, pretty much because this website is a free website. It's not secured, right? And that is why you are getting this notification. But there, it's not like any security threat. So you don't need to worry about it just because it's HTTP and not HTTPS, that stands for secure. That's why you are not getting that particular option. So in this case, I'm going to hit the button send anyway. Basically, I'm telling Google to send me to this particular website, irrespective of the fact that I know that it's not an HTTPS, right? The minute you do this, you get all these options where you can associate these different tools with your website. These tools help you with different tools. One is a payment gateway. One could be with respect to associating your account with different third-party tools, which helps you with accounts, which helps you with all the other details, right? Here, you need to create one, click on one particular tab that says Softaculous App Installer, right? We are going to use this provider to install the apps that we want associated with our website. The first option, usually in your case, will be the one that says WordPress. Even if you don't get it, there is a search option here. You can otherwise just do a Control F, search for WordPress, and it's going to be only once. You will get this particular option, and pretty much it's going to be the first option. The minute you see WordPress, just click on install. So now we are in the process of creating and installing the WordPress, which will help us build the infrastructure for our free website. The one thing that you need to be mindful here is, first, always and always put an admin username. This can be anything that you want to put. You can put your name, you can put your business name. It's basically an ID and association with respect to this WordPress account. The other thing is the password. Now, usually when you operate WordPress on a paid version, what happens is that the paid version is a very secure version. And that's why, just in case if you misplace your password, you get an option to click on forgot password, and that you get an email notification on your email address. In this case, because it is free, your Gmail does not recognize this particular. So just in case, even if you forget your password and click forget and try to recover your password, Gmail has your email, whatever, not just Gmail, but Yahoo Mail, any of the emails that you're using has some spam blocks, because it recognizes this as a spam and they feel that you do not want to associate with this particular link. And that's why it will not allow for that to come in your inbox, not even in the spam folder. And to avoid that and to be safeguarded with respect to that, what you need to do is set a password here, which is very, very simple, something that you can remember even in your sleep, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put a very simple password, which is Google @123, right? So I'm pretty sure that this is something that I'm not going to forget. Now, as a matter of hygiene, what you will do is in your site name, instead of just putting my blog, just put the site name again, right? This is just a hygiene. It does not mean that you are trying to change anything or modify anything in any matter. It's just that it's a hygiene factor that the minute your website is registered and you want to start building an infrastructure with respect to WordPress, you identify with the name of the website. The minute you do this, you have to scroll down and you will see this button at the bottom that says install. Now this process will take about 1 to 2 minutes, though it says 3-4 minutes. So this depend upon multiple factors, your server, etc. So just give it about that time. Like luckily for us, this just happened in a matter of couple of minutes. Now you will see that congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So now you have installed the infrastructure for your shop. This is what you want to understand. Now that the infrastructure is in place, you need to start placing each and every item in your shop. Like there are shelves. Now you have to start putting your products in the shelf. That's what building your website is all about, right? So here, even if you see right now, because it's a blank website, just click on this link on a new tab and you will see account activated successfully, etc. It's showing you things like congratulations and whatnot. And this is the backend of your website. So any edit that you want to do in your website, you need to go to your website URL /wp-admin. WP-admin is basically where all the backend stuff happens in your website. This is what it looks. So whenever you want to make any changes, like writing a blog, changing the theme, putting a plugin, etc., everything happens from the backend, right? So now I'm going to keep my backend open. You will see all the details with respect to your website here, everything that you want to see, the version of what WordPress you are using, what are the content. You will see if you want to create a new post, so you will see all your existing posts. If you click on add new, you will be able to add a new post. You can add media, for example, videos, photographs, etc. If you want to create new pages for your website, all these things can be managed here. If you have opened a comment section in your website, so here, if you click on this, you will get a list of all the comments that people have put on your website, right? So this is basically the entire backend. Any lead forms that have been submitted, any conversion that has been happened, everything is recorded here, right? And this is the most easiest way to go there. Put your website name, put a /, write WP, which is WordPress-admin. Basically, you are getting into the admin panel, which is also called as the C panel, right? Now, the first thing when you go to your C panel, and like I said, now you want to create, now the shelves are created, you now need to start putting each and every product inside the shop. So first thing, you will go to appearance and select themes. So here you will get a whole bunch of themes. These 3 themes are pre-provided by WordPress. Some of the themes are expensive and are chargeable. Some of the themes are free. So we are pretty much going to focus on the free themes today. One of the themes that I love the most, that I always recommend using, is Astra. When you create your first website, always start with Astra, because according to me and whatever websites I have worked with, Astra is one of those themes which is the most user-friendly. So it is again very simple and free to install. Just click on the install button. It will take a couple of seconds to install. In the meanwhile, if you want, you can see the preview as well. Now that I've already clicked on the install button, we will be able to see the preview only after the installation is done. Right. In the meanwhile, let's say, for example, if I want to see a preview of about some other website, some other theme. So you can click on the right click on it and you will be able to see that, let's say, for example, if this theme is installed in your website, how your website pretty much looks. So you will be able to see this. So this is basically how this theme is. It has multiple colors like that. It has fonts, it has brackets, etc., etc., etc. So you can pretty much see the theme here, and this is completely editable. So you can create this, you can edit this, you can change the color, etc. once you actually install it. This is just a preview as to how it might look in the future. All right, let's just give it a couple of seconds while this installs. Meanwhile, if you want to browse around, you can also select the theme basis the business that you're interested in. Let's say, for example, if I am creating a news website, just giving you a random example. So if I just type news here, now the theme is already been installed. But if the minute I type news here, you will see a variety of themes which are completely based on different news website, news blogs, etc. So not just news, but the blogs and the website that talk about reviews, car reviews, phone reviews, all these things which have a lot of tabs and information installed in it, you will be able to see this. This is pretty much like a real-time website that you see on a day-to-day basis, right? This is exactly like that, right? But let's stick with Aster. I hope Aster has been installed on the website so far. I'm going to search again for Astra. And yes, okay, for some reason the installation didn't complete. I think because we moved to another tab, it stopped the installation process. So let's just give it a quick minute while it installs. So basically, my point is that this is how you go about creating these themes. All these themes are very useful. The effort in creating a website is reduced by more than 50%. Like that's only the amount of time you can create pretty much a website in a couple of hours, right? And if you see, we are pretty much halfway through there and we didn't spend even more than 10 minutes. So this is the beauty of WordPress and the pre-installed themes. What I'm going to do is really put a refresh here to understand why this is taking such a long time to install. Ideally, it doesn't take such a long amount of time. Okay, now that I hit refresh, you can see that the theme was already installed. The minute the theme is installed, all you need to do is click on the activate button. Right? Now this theme is activated. Can you see on the top, thank you for installing Astra. Did you know Astra comes with dozens of ready to use, etc., etc., etc. And yes, we know that. And that's why the next step is that we go ahead and start building our very first website, right? So now we are inside Astra. We want to start creating a website. And that's why I'm going to click on get started, right? The minute you click on get started, it will activate the theme in the backend. And if you want to check on a real-time basis, now just click on this particular URL, copy this and paste it in a new tab, right? Here it says congratulations yet because the theme is not 100% installed, but yes, the theme is in place and you can see hello world, welcome to WordPress, etc. because we've so far just installed the theme, right? And it's still activating here. The minute it activates, we will start creating all the things that we require inside this particular theme, right? So let's give this a quick second here, right? So you can see it's asking you to get started and start building your website. So yes, now the option that you see at the bottom, build your website now, is something that you will click. Now there are multiple ways in which you can build your website, right? There is Beaver, there is Blog. So these are the things that are associated with Astra. Elementor is something that will be pretty much associated with all your themes. And that's why I will always recommend you to use Elementor because Elementor is one of the best companies to work with, right? So the association, the themes, the upgrades that it comes with is one of the best, very unique. And it's a very fast growing business in a way that they keep coming up with updates every now and then. And apart from that fact, it associates with almost all the themes. So, once you know how to build a particular website, you can use Elementor in any theme and create a website like that. So that's why I just click on Elementor and we are telling WordPress that, yes, I want to go ahead and build my website with Elementor. Now, once your theme is set, you've selected Astra, and now you want to build your website, even inside that, right? It gives you multiple options like that. So if you can see, if it's your business, it's an agency, it's a restaurant, is it a hotel, is it construction, real estate? If it's a local business, you are a local business like an electrician, plumber, AC technician, personal care websites, professional sites, community sites, e-commerce blogs, anything that you want to create is pretty much available here. Now, some of these themes are premium in nature, which is chargeable for starting the business. And trust me, the premium ones are not that expensive, but are really beautiful to use. Because if you can see something like a Halloween party, if you can see this website, though it's premium in nature, it's so beautifully looking that the minute your website is launched, it will exactly look like this, right? So you can use this premium once you have enough and good experience about your website, and then you want to actually invest money in building the most appropriate website, which you want to roll out to the public. Meanwhile, currently what we are going to do is we're going to focus on a free version of the website. So I'm just going to browse through a couple of things. So just to show you a lot of things that are there available, which you can easily use, right? So you can see now this is a food website, though it's premium in nature, but see how beautifully the colors are designed, etc. Again, this is for e-commerce, so you can just remove this particular thing and associate your products. So many things that are here that you can use, right? So let's just scroll and try to see which one we can resonate with the most. All right, I feel this is something that I can resonate with the most. So let me just select this particular thing. This is about an organic store and I want to talk about organic product. This doesn't necessarily mean that you want to sell only these type of product, right? This is just a layout. Pretty much everything on this website is changeable. So if you want to change your images, if you want to change your content, caption, anything, you can create more pages, remove pages if you want. Everything can be done. Now, there are two things that you want to remember when you start with this, right? The first thing is here logo, right? So here this organic stories logo is something that has been already installed in. The first thing that you want to do is add a logo. The logo is something that you have to create for your particular brand and for your particular website. The easiest way to do this is just go to canva.com, right? Go to canva.com. The minute you are inside Canva, just type logo. So you will again see a bunch of logos. And when I say bunch, it's like thousands and thousands of logos. There are thousands of logo designs that you can just click on templates. Now, these logos are defined as per topics, defined as per the brand, the product, the services. So you can select your particular services and create a logo if you want to give it a name. Now here you can see diamonds, so you can talk about a jewelry store. There are so many things that you can use from. Again, here some are premium, some are free. But in this case, n number of premium that you want to use is just $4.99 per month. So it's something that you can definitely use. So you can basically create your logo in minutes with respect to this, right? Let's say, for example, I want to select this, which is a logo that says A and P, right? Okay, this is a premium one, so I don't want to use it. Let's talk about some other, which is a non-premium one. All right, this is a non-premium one that talks about K and A. Just customize this particular template. And there are, again, so many colors that you can associate with, right? In this case, let's say, for example, I am trying to build a website under my name. I will just change this K to M and this A to S. And now you can see there is a logo with my name. And here where it says Carrie Allen, I will just put Mihir Shah. And you will be able to see this. And this is something that I've already created. My logo is in place and it happened in less than a minute, right? And all you need to do is click on the share button here, click on download, and PNG suggested. So let's stick with PNG itself and just hit download. And that's done. Your logo is in place. I've just downloaded my logo, and which I have created in less than a minute, right? The logo is in place. The logo is in place. Now that I've downloaded the logo, the next thing that I want to do is take my logo to my website, right? So yes, we were here. Select your item. This is Gmail icon. This is not the one that we created right now. Sorry. So I can just quickly go to quick access. Yes, pink and black logo, whatever the name was. And voila, it's done. And you see the logo just changed right away, right? Now there is one problem. Can you see this here M and S, but there is a white background which doesn't look really cool. If in case you want to remove a background in one of the best way possible, just go to removebg.com, right? It's a free tool, one of the best tools when you have to remove a background from any of your logos. Just upload your image here. So go back here, pink and this one, select this. It takes not less than a minute. It doesn't take more than a minute. Sorry about that. Click on download, again save to desktop. I'll come back to my website. Click here again. I'm gonna change this logo again, upload a file, select a file, go back to my quick access. Yes. Now see the difference. Can you see the bluish background has gone away, and now see how beautiful this looks, right? So this is the first thing that I've done is I've changed the logo. Likewise, you can pretty much change every element, every color on the website, right? So here, if you want it to increase the length, You can increase the length of your logo, decrease the length. There are so many options. Then click continue. Now you can select an entire color theme for your website. So if you see your CTA button, etc., etc. So usually what happens in a website, there is pretty much 3 to 4 color zones that we talk about, right? Your background color is one of the zone. The next is the text on the top. That's another color zone. Your images, your big headlines, etc. have another zone along with your sub headlines. And the fourth zone is for your CTA buttons, right? And these are 4 resonating colors that usually you can display. Here you don't have an option in the free version to select a lot of these options, but by default they have given you like 5-7 options that you can choose from. You can also modify the font also pretty much here. So right, this is a combination of color that I want to. So let's say I'm talking about something which is green, so I would like to go for a green stuff, right? Let me talk about this green. All right, and I'm okay with the font. The next thing I'm going to do, continue here. Once you come to this step, it will ask you to put in a couple of details, which is completely okay. They are not going to, unless you agree to not receive a newsletter, rest everything is okay. And now it is actually in the process of building your website. Now there are a lot more edits that we still want to do when it comes to our website. But here we have created a basic infrastructure with respect to the website. So let's give it some time to load this, right? All right, guys. To see once the loading process is completed, this is how you will see a big congratulations what they tell you, and your website is ready and you can go ahead and view your website. So just click and now see what has happened is pretty much whatever changes we made can be available here, right? Now we still want to make more and more changes to this particular site, right? Now there are 2 ways in which you can make the changes. Now, if you want to make anything on the top bar or at the extreme bottom, right here, like here also we need to change the logo, etc. In this case, what you need to do is click on the button edit page, right? The minute you click on edit page, you will see a pencil option coming up pretty much everywhere where you can make all the required changes. So just give it this some time to load. For some reason, this is operating a little slow today, guys, but it should not take as much time, right? So this is something that you can create a new page with, right? But if I tap on this as well and click on edit page, you will be able to make all the required changes here, right? And any changes that you want to make inside this particular thing, you have to click on the button that says edit with Elementor, right? Everything inside the top and the bottom, so everything in the center, right from the beginning till the end, everything in the center is something that can be edited with respect to Elementor. So the minute this ends, yes. So now it's as simple as, guys, just clicking on something and doing the changes, right? Let's say, for example, I want to change this particular image, and now you know how to create images for your particular website, for your particular brand. All the images can be easily created by Canva, right? You can just need to figure out this size, put it there, and all these images, everything you can edit from there. If I want to, in a way, change a text about something, let's say, for example, here where it says join the movement, I would say by the, okay, instead of any of this, I'm going to keep it simple, 100% organic, right? And here also there is some text that you can edit, right? So I want to get 50% off on first order. Anything. This is basically your brand guidelines, what you as a brand, talk about. Anything that you want to put here, you can directly just click on this and change this text. You can double click on this, all the options on the right here. You can make the changes here, right? So let's say, for example, if you want to change the styling by bit, if you want to increase the spacing, reduce the spacing, increase the width, all these things can be edited from here, right? Here you can make changes with respect to all the content. Now here there is an image option as well. Let's say, for example, behind best quality product, 100% organic, 50% off, etc., etc. Here at the background, if you want to add an image as well, just click here and upload an image. There is some image library which basically picks up images from your website itself, right? Now, let's say, for example, here I want to, if in case to show a little more organic, I want to insert a leaf image. So this is something that you can also do to give an appeal of the particular product that you're talking about. So here there is a leaf image, which was a stock image, a default image that we used. You can do it by Canva as well. And now you know the drill, right? All these terms, right? Here, if you want to change anything, if you want to just remove this as well, just click and put a delete button here. So you can delete this, add something else here. If you feel that you've done a mistake, just put Control X and it will be back in that place. All these things can be edited from here, right here itself. Apart from something which is extremely on the top, is something will not be able to edit here. The minute you have edited this, just click on the update button. Sorry about that. Just click on the edit button and this is saved. Now, if you want to see if it is saved or not, just copy this, right? Just go to your incognito window so that we keep able to monitor change. Incognito is something that does not allow Spooky to flow in. So, it won't keep the old setup. So here you see these changes are already made. And this is a ready to use website, right? You can directly use it. You can use it. The best part is here on the desktop. When you use this particular website, you can see K9 Snacks is okay, but you can see unauh.com, etc., which does not pretty much look appealing to a person. That can be the case. But 90% of the searches, and we have seen this while doing Google search, we've seen the result that most of the searches happen with respect to your mobile phone. And because they are happening on the mobile phone, if you see any website that you go to with respect to your mobile phone, you cannot see the website URL. It's actually something that has been hidden because it takes up pretty much the entire screen. Sorry. And because of that, you can actually use this website as is it is, right? And make whatever changes you want. Now, if you want to go away from this particular Elementor changes as well, you can just remove this, click this and put enter. Remove the extension, everything about this, and you will be able to go here. If you want to see your website, how it looks, just click on visit site. And you will be able to see your website back again here, right? Now, again, I am going to click on this button because we are still not getting the right option to edit the particular page. It is here instead asking us to create a new post. So another way to deal with this is go to your pages, select all pages, and any individual page that you want to change, right? The about section, the cart section, the checkout section, even if you do not want it. Now, let's say, for example, on our website, you can see a cart here, right? Now, you don't want to work with the e-commerce bit and you don't want a cart to be set up here. You basically want to add a cart after the add a cart and checkout button. What you can do is come to this particular page where it says cart and just click on trash. Right? Now you can see that the cart is gone away and click on apply. Right? The minute I click on apply, what happens is, let me refresh this page now. The cart thing that you were seeing gone away. It's gone away and it's come back because we did click apply, right? Let me refresh this again. Okay, so I believe this is basically the shop bit. Yes, this is the shopping cart, and that's why we are not able to go let that go away. So if I select this and go to shop and remove shop, right? I just remove shop and I click on apply. In this case, that will go away. And just come on refresh here. So your shop icon will go away, right? The shop thing that was here, that went away. So this is how you basically keep on modifying the things that you don't want, that you want to continue with. Now, this is about removing something. Let's say, for example, if I want to add a particular page, right? So just click on add new, or on the top as well, you can see this particular thing that says add new. If you want to associate a new page with respect to, let's say, the cookies, the codes, etc., in this case, now always you will be have to go with Elementor, because we are using Elementor to build this website. So all the associations that happens with the theme happens only with the help of Elementor. You can still create a page like this as well, but it won't be able to put help you put codes, because we are pretty much using Elementor. So all you need to do is, let's say, for example, now I want to start blogging about it. So create a blog, because you guys will have to start creating more and more blogs, right? So just give this a name and then say edit with Elementor, right? So now this has saved as a draft, and we will go to the Elementor page when we can sit and edit this. Now in this, I will walk you through how you can start blogging now with respect to your website, right? Now the blog page is already in place, right? Now, if you want to edit it, there are a couple of ways that you can do it. First thing is, again, you can directly go here to your Elementor and select a theme. Now, with respect to this, what happens is pretty much this again, there are no specific themes for a very specific page. Even if this says page, if you feel that one of these page resonates with what you are talking about, it's all right, right? But if you can't find this page, you can directly go to blocks. And with respect to this, anything you want to add with respect to a block, you can directly select from here. Let's say, for example, I want to add this particular thing, right? A secondary headline, etc., in a form in this place. I'll just click import and click on import block. Again, so sorry about that. Just give it some time to load. It happens pretty much on real-time basis. Just let me refresh here and see what changes are happening here. Right, our website is pretty much as good as a super real-time website, right? Nobody's honestly going to even look at this, guys. So you don't really need to worry, and we don't have to actually go for a paid service as well. Right, let's give it some time to import. Sometimes few of these elements take actually a lot of time to import as well, and that is why, because of that, you can't, it takes some time, but it's completely all right. So basically the idea is, this is how you can edit different things on the page, right? And if you want directly from here as well, from the elements on the left, right, you can also select this. So let's say, for example, I want to add 2 images here, right? So I've created 2 blocks here, right? In the first block, let's say, for example, I want to add an image. So drag and put this here. So here you get an option to create an image. Again, do the same process. Click here, go back here, click on choose image, right? There are media library, there are free images that comes from the internet. But again, with free images, what pretty much happens is they come with a copyright in a lot of these cases. But if you feel that if you can find a non-copyrighted image, nothing like it. So I can see so many things now. Because I'm talking about organic stuff, I am going to try and resonate something here. Example, you can search as well. So let me just type organic and search, see what comes up as a result. So you are getting a lot of organic stuff coming here. Let's try and pick, let's say, for example, we are doing with respect to organic fruits, like whatever we talk about is with respect to organic fruits. So you can download this particular thing, and this image will come as it is very beautifully over here, right? On this particular block, you can add text, you can add an inner section. There are so many things. If you have a video, you can browse a video from somewhere, create a video and put it here. Now, if you want to put a button as well, so I can just click on this button and drag it over here, right? So here there is a click now button. Now we don't want it on the top. So let me just drag this, which is not happening. No, here. So you will rather create a smaller block for this, smaller block for this particular thing. But meanwhile, we can just delete this as well. And if you want, for example, we can add Google Maps. There are so many things that we can add. Up till now, the only thing is that a form was something which was available for free as well. A lot of people started using forms because form is one of the most important things, and people started using this. So very recently, Elementor has put the form under the paid section, right? So that's one drawback. So for that, what you need to do is you actually need to come here and select a particular page which also has a form. So if I scroll down and if you see one of these pages which might have a form, so we'll have to look for that free page. So trying to scroll down, looking for a form. So yeah, this, because there are so many of them, you're basically spoiled by choice. But yes, you can select the one. So I can see a form here, right? So I can select which particular. Now all this is again premium, so I can't use this particular thing. But yeah, I believe you understand the gist of it. The fact that you can select the way you want a particular thing to look is something that is something that you can get from here, right? So this thing has a form but does not really have the premium version. So this is a form here. So I can select this, import this template. So here what I'm doing is I'm importing this entire template only for this particular page. So if you want to send somebody, if you want to collect details from someone, which requires you to have this form in place, you can use this. And all these images editable, by the way, guys. So everything here is editable. If you want to do away with the maps, you can do away with it. You can change the color, font, etc. Everything is changeable from this particular page, right? And you will have these services on the top, which can resonate with your landing page directly. So now let's just give it some time while it loads. Just trying to check why this is acting so slow, because this is the second template that we could not incorporate easily. But yeah, it works differently for different people. Right now, maybe a lot of people are trying to use this from the free side of things, and that's why it's taking its sweet time. What I can also do is just save this particular template. So meanwhile, let's say, for example, if I cannot do it right away, I'll save it for future use. And whenever it is doing, so save has already been done. It is basically showing you a preview as well, that if you want, you can use this, see this as a preview as well. I cannot right click on this. No, I cannot. And I don't want to affect the process, but let's just try and click this and see how things look as well. So see, so your contact us page is ready. If you see, there were other elements there while we were trying to load this. Yes, we were trying to load this over here, but here this page becomes pretty much like this, right? So here again, your logo is there. All the top headings are already there. This is a new contact us page, which is already set for you. Here you can whatever request a free estimate. So again, you can go edit with Elementor and you can edit all these settings again. So you come down to this page. Because my website is white and greenish in color, what I can do is, while I'm modifying this page, everything I'll try to modify in that particular theme itself. See, the top bar is gone. You can change contact us, and here you can say why they are trying to contact you. So you can talk about contact us to get bulk orders, premium delivery, etc., etc., etc. Some of the things that you can talk about, right? There is a request free estimate that you can talk about. So you can change the address, put in your phone number, email address. There is a Google map as well that you can install. Everything you can change and modify pretty much from here. The minute you are done, let's say, for example, if I have changed something X, Y, Z here, so the changes that I made, this edit button from gray turns green. So you click on update. So this page will be edited. So you will have a new page created on your website. I'll just change this contact us to something else, just to give you an example. And once this is done, I'll just click on the edit button. So you have a new page created, which will have all your contact details, which will help you fetch these details for you, right? So for now, I'm going to stop this. And yes, this is the other way which we were talking about. Here you can directly talk about, let's say, for example, I don't want to go for a contact us page. I will remove all these sections from here, right? Just remove this section altogether. Just put an ad here. If you want to just talk about a blog, you can talk about a blog in entirety here. So just click here. Just say I want to put a heading on the top, right? Click on the add button. You can move this as well up and down, right? So just click on it and put this here. So here again, I'll say here. So let's say, for example, while I'm blogging about it, I'm giving more details. So you can adjust the space as well. So the heading here is on the top. So you are saying goodness of organic. Just random thoughts putting out here, guys. So I'm talking about goodness of organic. If I'm making a spelling error as well, you will see you will get an option. Just click on the plus button here. Just add an inner section here. The inner section has 2 more sections within it. So here you can talk about each of the features and then give details about it, put pictures as well. And this is how you can create a blog by writing text, creating video. And I have taught you in the blogging section what are the 7 steps of writing a blog, right? Right from the title to the headline, to the sub headline, to the description, putting in an action, putting images and videos, creating a narrating a story, and finally giving them a CTA. So with respect to this, once everything is done, what I can do is, again, I can add a block here, right? Right, I will add a section here and drag this section at the bottom of all these things. And here I will just put you can just say headline, or you can just say a button for that matter. Just say a button, just put a button here. Just put it exactly across here, and you can modify this button here. So let's say book now, right? Or anything, comment as well. So there are comment section as well that you can put anything that you want, you can do. and you can put it as a blog. The minute you hit publish, this will be published as a page for you, and this is how you can create multiple blogs for your website, right? So this is pretty much your entire website. The minute you do this, and if I hit refresh, all these things will be refreshed. If you want to find any particular blog that you are looking for, right, all you need to do is, once this is done, go back to your WP admin, right? If you can't find it, just put your website name /WP admin, go to pages, select all pages, and you can find the blog page here. If you want to see it, just right click on this, and you will be able to come to your blog page of your website, right? And you can edit it from here, right? So all these changes that you are trying to make with respect to your website can be editable here, can be seen here from all your pages. Here there is a quick edit as well, trash as well, view as well. If you want to edit and add more details about it, everything can be done from the WP admin, right? The next thing is something that we will learn in the class, which talks about how to add a plugin where you can connect your Google Analytics, you can put codes with respect to Google Ads, Facebook Ads, LinkedIn, etc. Is something that I will walk you through in the class itself. But here there is a plugin button which you can see, so you can install or add a new plugin, and you can search a whole range of plugin that you will use with respect to your website to track everything that you want. You can create more and more plugins when it comes to forms. You can create plugins with respect to if you want to add any specific detail about a particular product or service. Everything can be editable here, right? So if you explore this section one by one, you will pretty much find what all you can do with respect to your website, right? And the minute you want to do this, and the minute you want to see your website, just go to here, the name of the website, just click on visit store, visit site, and you will be able to visit your site here, right? So that's pretty much on how to create your first website, right? So just follow these steps, and whenever we meet in class next, you will be able to do this. And if you have a doubt, do let me know with respect to questions. Thanks.